Weird angle to be filming this video. Was that too loud? I don't know. Hi, my friends got me into a little show called The Bachelorette, starring Jen. Let's get one thing out of the way real quick. This is how I feel about every bachelor slash bachelorette slash golden bachelorette slash golden bachelor slash bachelor in paradise show. I believe there's 5 shows that they have going. Oh my god. If you haven't seen my Are You Hot video, I kind of feel the same way I did about this show, that show about this show. It is unethical. It is unreasonable to assume that people who didn't know each other beforehand are okay with getting married in like a month and then expecting to love every single part about themselves. I believe that love is an unrealistic standard that a lot of people put pressure on themselves for and never really truly achieve and feel bad about it when they shouldn't feel bad about it, because everybody has flaws and pluses and minuses and positives and negatives. I believe that there is no soulmate out there. I believe that everybody can fall in love with whoever and whatever and whoever and whatever they want to do. That's right, double time. And I believe the flaws in each other are what makes each other interesting and interesting to live with and be with and enjoy each other's company with. Love is such a complicated beast that I don't think has ever been perfectly wrangled down within a reality television show marketing itself as the drink champagne with your girly pop friends and watch these two people fall in love for real. And this season proves that definitely. It's unethical, it's immoral, it's unreasonable. And I love it.
Devin has twisted Jen into his little web of lies.
She doesn't want to be with a boy.
I don't think I'm a boy.
Shut the up, everyone!
So let me just give you some of my dirty little thoughts about this season. Sorry, I did some cocaine before we did that. I mean, right off the bat, the first episode, I really had to shed a lot of my preconceived notions about the show. Like, let's stop saying every 5 minutes how it's unreasonable to expect marriage. But at the end of the day, this is like the biggest non-monogamous show there is. One person's dating like 15, 20, 30 different people. It's insane. But Jen seemed like a nice enough lead, and the bachelor, or the options that she had to pick from didn't seem too outlandish or too weird. And I didn't realize how in-depth this bachelorette nation really is, because I didn't realize people could be coming on the show just because they want to be the bachelor or the bachelorette. We'll get into that later. But honestly, my early favorites were, I liked Jeremy. I didn't know how much I would love Jeremy.
I wanted to let you know that in fact, I have a really big, like a really big.
Oh, okay.
Devin was a big one. And then there was like people I didn't mind. I pretty quickly was like, I don't like Sam M. And I didn't like Sam N, the love virgin. But Sam M, right from the get-go, and this is just how he was the entire season, it felt like he was always searching for a wife. It didn't feel like he was searching for Jen. But everything he said, it just sounded like he was doing a soundboard of things to say when you're in love.
And like, he's dismissing me, and he's not listening, he's not asking, and it was just like, I'm not seeing the love.
I felt life again. But really where everything switched for me was after the whole stripping thing. You're like pouring into my emotional part.
What the hell does it even mean?
And as the show goes on, I'm like, all right, this is okay. I mean, it's typical, everything I expect. And the typical problems that I have. There was an episode where I think they were in New Zealand, or I think it was New Zealand. And there's this great guy named Hakeem. Hakeem's great. And he was afraid of spiders. And so the show's like, well, we'll give him a spider.
I'm not moving.
That's okay.
Moving.
It's okay.
I mean, when he was on his group date with Jen, he was the only one that was sitting across a table from her, and rather than sitting right next to her. Did the show set him up to fail on purpose? What's happening here? I thought we loved Hakeem. We're bringing him back for Bachelor in Paradise, apparently. Why are we like setting him up to fail? But again, I liked Devin, although he showed some signs of being like a bit too pushy, like he was kind of playing the game. But I ignored those because I'm a stupid other people I really liked all season. Spencer, he just seemed like a really cool guy. I liked Akeem, of course. I liked Brett. And by the time, I want to say like 4 or 5 episodes in, which I know the series is only 9 episodes. So halfway through the series, I was like, my final 2 picks, Jonathan, Jeremy. Both wonderful people. It seems like Jen is having so much fun with them. It seems like they're really hitting it off at every date. And then,
Like, obviously it sucks, but I had the best time.
Marcus.
I want to get into the drama that happened after the series for the majority of the part. And so I don't want to make it sound like Jen is dumb or she missed out or anything like that. Because again, this show holds an unrealistic standard for what marriage and love is. And it probably is really hard to be the face of marriage and love and have to pick right every time. And the heart wants what the heart wants, but the heart is in a different language that nobody has the translation to. So we make it to Devin and Marcus, and by this point I already knew who won. Not because of like, yeah, duh, Marcus, for the freaking love of God, is like, I didn't know I would have to love somebody on this show about love. But because there were so many quote unquote allegations that came out during the show and after the show, just to like hit on a few guys that I haven't mentioned yet. Thomas N, I liked him at first, and then he just quickly became like the sidekick bully. Like every time someone had a problem with someone, he would then go to that person, and instead of like talking to them like a human being, he's like, you've got a problem. I have a problem with you. You're a bad person.
What the hell, bro? Like, somebody has to go
Everyone
first.
had 0 seconds on
Somebody
mic one,
has
so-
to go first. Why does it matter?
So why's it gotta be you?
Why can't it be me? That doesn't mean that I'm going to let you guys cut in front of me in line. There's no line to be had.
You
The fact that-
said, I will respect your
Listen
time.
to yourself.
I see you guys all looking at me, but I will respect your
Listen to how
time.
you're
And I don't want to even blame him that much. It felt like he was so nervous to be on the show that he needed to start a fight with somebody. Let's just get into the men tell all, because that's the really interesting stuff.
Hey y'all, I know there are plenty of people upset with me right now.
Let's just delve into everything I got here. That's right, I got a notebook. I mean, this whole show is so ethically weird, and I think that this final episode shows that the most. Also, what's his name? Jesse Tyler? What's his name? Jesse Palmer. Jesse Palmer. What's he being paid for?
Gentlemen, Jen, it's the final rose tonight. You're ready.
He got paid for that. That was it. That's all he did. Hi. Bye. That's it. And so Devin's the only one left. But then Jesse Palmer drops this bomb.
You won't be seeing that proposal.
And then Devin is proven to be a freaking snake, liar, piece of garbage. The entire time it felt like he wanted to be the next bachelor rather than Jen's husband.
You know, I'm doubting a little bit of where your head's at right now. You know, I've tried to prioritize you, and I've tried not to put pressure on you, and I know how difficult it is for you to be in your position. You know, I haven't been the priority in so many of my relationships, and I've been that second and third option, and I've felt like a safe bet. You know, I feel like I'm wanted here, but I don't feel like I'm needed here, and that scares me.
But Jen wanted to continue dating him, and he never had the balls to say, I'm not into it anymore. And people fall out of love all the time. But Jen kept pushing, and Devin kept saying, I'll love you forever, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this. Dude, what the heck? And so we get to the finale, and Devin has apparently broken off the engagement and done all this stuff.
I can try to understand somebody changing their mind about the way they feel about somebody. What I can't understand is everything that you did after you had broken our engagement. You following girls on Instagram, not just any girl, but Maria. Because you said, oh, I was having such a hard time with this breakup. Next thing I know, you're in New York clubbing with Jeremy.
Jeremy, no! But here's something that I need to bring up. The girl that she brought up apparently was supposed to be the bachelorette.
Whenever we all came out here, we had no idea who the bachelorette was going to be. But if anybody's going to sit up here and say they didn't think it was going to be Daisy Maria, you guys are liars. Now, hold on. And what I want to say...
That's right, it wasn't supposed to be Jen. Now, usual circumstances, like, okay, let's just get a new girl and let's get new guys. No! Apparently, all the guys that applied to be on this show were looking to date this person. Meaning, there were a bunch of guys that were all of a sudden like, I don't know who I'm about to date. / marry? What the heck, Bachelor Nation, whatever the production company is? What? That's so horrible. It is the biggest form of peer pressure I've ever seen, where all these guys have to fall in love and chase after this woman, or else they're not playing the game, they're not being a team player, and I feel the worst for Jen, because she has a bunch of guys that didn't expect her. And frankly, some of them didn't want her. Like I said about Sam M from earlier, he was hoping for this woman instead of Jen. It is just so unethical. I'm like, how can The Bachelorette top this horrible treatment of Jen any further? And then they blow the roof off of that expectation. They're like, oh, let's not watch the proposal. Let's get Devin out here and make this situation really awkward. Okay, now let's have them both watch the proposal, because now we have both of them and it's going to be really dramatic and really funny. Jen says this part that was cut out of all the episodes that I was able to find, but luckily I have this clip.
Well, I know you haven't seen it yet. What do you think? Should we all watch it together? Okay. Here it is.
Do I have a choice?
Do I have a choice? And then someone says, play. That is so horrible. It's so evil. It so displays how drama obsessed the show is. And I get why it's that way. It's interesting. It's good television. It's golden trash. But it's so wrong, and everyone knows how wrong it is. You know how wrong it is because you cut it out of the episode. But who cares? It's good television. Anyway, so her heart's broken. Let's get the Golden Bachelorette on here and get excited for a new season of the Golden Bachelorette. So just to recap, Jen dates a bunch of guys that didn't want to date her, frankly. And she ends up with one that is a scummy jerk who unfortunately had the displeasure of being on live television to display all those feelings. Also, he keeps playing the victim. Stop playing the victim, Devin. You're not the victim.
That is the most important thing, is my happiness in my life.
And then he breaks her heart and they have to watch the whole heartbreak again on television. And so yeah, The Bachelorette proves itself to be a faulty way of finding love, upholding impossible standards, unethical, immoral, downright drama obsessed. They care more about the ratings rather than the people about the show, which I understand. It's a business, but also, you know, you're a person. And I can't wait to watch the next season. That's right, I'm part of the problem. I'm giving in to the whole big machine. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to watch next Bachelorette. And let me know if there's any way that I want to do more videos like this in the future where I review like dating shows, because I might start getting into more of those. But tell me what I should A, watch, and B, how I should do these videos, because I know that there's a Bachelorette YouTuber, and I'm not trying to copy how he's doing them, but I want it to be somewhat similar, but with my opinions. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. And do I have a rose? My people watching the show, do you accept this rose? No? Okay.